Okay, clearly, I have no clue what I'm doing here. But we rarely have these in the store, so Larry and I thought it'd be fun to kind of get some video of it. This, oh, before I forget, which I'm prone to do in my advanced years, I'm Jack Van Breen at Guitar Showcase in San Jose, California. And again, we're doing another segment for Totally Guitars. And we always try and do something that's cool, different, and we don't, because basically the guitar hasn't changed in hundreds of years. The electric guitar hasn't changed much since the Les Paul in '52 and Stratocaster in '54. Still the creme de la creme. But this piece is cool. It drives me crazy. One of these decades I'll actually figure it out. This is a pedal steel guitar, for those of you who haven't been so astute to figure it out. And it started out, we had the lap steel, as we've talked about. And it started out with 6 strings, and then they added more strings. So you get all these neat chords just by moving up and down. But some guy had the wise idea, what if we could bend the string? Like that. And I actually know a guy who does this. But I can't do it because I'm not that talented. And they said, well, how can we do that? Well, our feet aren't doing anything, so no hands. I'm using my feet. We'll get some video to insert for that. So you can have your 1 chord here. Let's see if I got it. And by stepping on a 1 pedal, 6. Now here's your 4. And where's my 6th chord by using a different string? I'm just kind of babbling here. 7 chord, 9 chord. So it's lots of different things, and they just kept getting more complex and more complex. Well, there is one there. So I'm lifting my leg for an upward knee lever. I've got a sideways knee lever on my left leg, which so there's 3 knee levers on my left leg, and there's 2 on my right. And this thing has got something in here that's just, the mechanism is in the way of the knee levers. I'm not sure what mechanical engineer was involved in that, but he should be fired. But they're very cool. They just have a sweet sound. Anyway, that's about all I can say about this thing without another 3 weeks of study, but I expect this one will be gone in a week, so we won't be able to do that. There are lots of cool steel players on YouTube. Check it out. Oh, question from the audience.
We've talked about this before. Why don't you talk about the slide?
Oh, well, it's played with a bar. The traditional bar was actually just a slug of steel, or round, slightly tapered. Sometimes they'd cover it with formica to give it a different sound. They're kind of awkward to hold. Schubb has the SP1, where they actually take here's cross section, and they make it with finger slots, and then they round the top. So you can do that kind of stuff, and you can really hang on to it. The traditionalists kind of look down their noses. Of course, the steel player's always looking down his nose anyway, because he always look at the audience, smile at the pretty girls, and unless it's a woman playing steel, then they smile at the pretty boys. But I digress. I just today realized that this is an open, we'll call it an E. I don't believe this thing's actually tuned properly. I have the intervals right, but I don't know where it's supposed to be. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here and say thank you for looking at me at Guitar Showcase on TotallyGuitars.com.